18,000 years ago, one of the oldest spiritual traditions was formed with the creation of the Bon religion. Bon began in Tibet with spiritual leader Tongpa Shenrab. Tongpa Shenrab is born on the first full day of the Tibetan calendar, 18,000 years ago. He married young, raising 8 sons and 2 daughters who would later pass down spiritual teachings. At 31, he decided to become a monk, giving away all his princely robes and prized possessions to those in need. His story is similar to that of Buddha. Bon and Buddhism are separate, but the nature of the teachings are similar. Buddhists first came to Tibet from India in the 7th century. This resulted in the decline of native Bon practices. Throughout the 8th century, those who practiced Bon were prosecuted by the 37th king of Tibet. Those who refused to convert to Buddhism were either killed or exiled. Luckily, in the 11th century, the king of the time was able to rediscover protected scripture from indigenous Bon practices and made it his mission to expand the religion throughout Tibet. Tongpa Shenrab can be presented in 3 different forms. One represents the typical indigenous deity. The second shows a darker version and is painted blue. The third is almost identical to depictions of Buddha in Buddhism. Tongpa Shenrab is still widely celebrated in Tibet through pilgrimages through the valley where he cast all demons from the country. Tongpa Shenrab is thought to be a bringer of peace. He was believed to have been the first to encourage local people to abandon their animal sacrifices. 4,500 meters above sea level, the Lake of Tangra Yumco is regarded as the largest holy lake for the religion. It is here each year where the local townspeople celebrate the Plow Festival. The lake is surrounded with plots of land for growing. Tangra Yumco contains salt water, therefore the Tibetans have to use the melted snow as a water source for growing. The townspeople irrigate the mountain so that the fresh water can be collected for growing. The farm director leads the men as they compete over who can lift the largest rocks. The rocks are piled into a column, and the farm director is covered with zamba by the people. Next, the soil is blessed with barley, wine, and prayers for a successful season. They all sing, celebrate, dance, and play with water. Water is then released onto soil the next day, where the seeds will grow under the hand of the farmer.